What is going on? I'm Zedmont. If you're just waking up, sipping on your morning coffee, first things first, get code Zedmont into that creator boost. It does expire. And then get your butt into Warships. The season is already 8 hours old. I'm going to show you a couple different tech trees that will get you rocking and rolling. Now, the first tech tree is one that I have lost to, that I am not employing on any accounts, and that is one that goes through some stuff and backwards and gets artillery. Because there's no building health in the early season, you can just art out 2 engine rooms and send your troops towards a third. If you're going to go that route, you probably want to go through the gunboat energy node on the right-hand side there. Probably want to boost your gunboat to max as well. Just do know that people are getting sky shields and things. The second one is skip the green mines and just rush your butt to 4 engine rooms. Now, I had it in my head, and this is where you don't play Warships when you first wake up, that I wanted to get the building damage here and then get as soon as I could to 4 engine rooms. That's why I skipped green mines. But then in my grogginess, for some stupid reason, I selected this node as well. Now, if you're trying to rush to 4, don't get both of them. That is just straight up dum-dum. You either go through this way and probably pick troop damage here, or you go up the top path. I couldn't figure out why I was short keys this morning, and then I went to start this video and went, you idiot. So that is my first mistake. Probably going to change this one to troop damage just to speed up my attacks a little bit, because just gross. Mistake number 17 already in this season. And as a result, now because this 5th time chest is here, things are a little bit less of an issue, but do make sure you collect those chests before you get to 6 out of 6. You never want to get to 6 on the season. Anyways, you can see our gunboat is not maxed. Grenadiers are not maxed. I'll show you the maxed Grenadiers in a second. I think I'm at like a 22% win rate or something absolutely awful. Rushing to 4 engine rooms, getting those heavies is going to make a world of a difference for us. And just a reminder that tokens are cheap this season because of things like all of these new choice nodes. So I'll show you how I've been attacking. It is awful. I am getting absolutely spanked, just grinning and bearing it and taking it on the chin. I have all the euphemisms for you. Which way are we? We're just going to go from the right. It's going to be gosh darn messy. I said from the right. I'm going to send a couple boats over to that left-hand side. Didn't check which ability of bricks we have loaded, because again, just I'm almost never going to win on this account. I've just resigned myself to never winning on this account. And as a result, I have made a ton of stupid mistakes. So it's one of those ones where you gotta keep your attention going for this whole gosh darn season, especially early morning. And I just absolutely hate the fact that this season starts at 1 a.m. I then rush when I wake up in a panic. Hopefully you guys do better than I do to start the season. Just don't have the bandwidth for that 1 a.m. gaming. We're going to walk through this base. The number one thing I care about is making sure we get all of the engine rooms. How fast we go really doesn't matter, because no green mines means that we're not going to win unless someone really screws up. Like, it takes a big deal for us to win. I'll show you a log of people attacking my base here in a second. It looks something like this. This is the only way that I pick up a win. What did you do, Dan? Tried to use warriors, got rid of 1 engine room, and then just crushed. That is that 80% defensive building damage that I didn't realize that I had, that I shouldn't have, but at least it got me a win. They then were trying to rush all of the things. Or is this me trying to rush all the things? I think that's actually me. Sorry, brain fart. Trying to show you their attack. Let's go. What do you got for us? Again, warriors. Them trying to clear 2 engine rooms and just not doing a great job of it. So the only times that I have actually seen that pulled off well is when they're using Grenadiers to get extra GBE and barting out 2 engine rooms. That person clearly did not see. This is the one right here where they're just trying their darndest to get all of the GBE to clear that 2nd engine room, and I managed to beat them simply by brick and battle orders through their base in a way just go. Like, that's the only way I had any chance of winning, was just battle orders, battle orders, battle orders, and then Beetlejuice appears behind you. Anyways, we're gonna leave this tech tree because showing these attacks are absolutely pain. You know what, we'll do one more. Have used primarily, actually, you know what? I've used every one of Brick's abilities this season. On this one, for example, we should be able to just battle orders through it. I'm going to send 1, 2, 3 over that way. You guys over here, sending Brick up in there. And you'll notice that I'm just sending them oh, that was supposed to be battle orders. This is stupid. I told you in my head we were going to battle orders through this, and then I just absolutely screwed it up. See, told you that this early morning start to warships, I just absolutely and utterly, completely screwed this up. We would be towards that Doom Cannon already if we were using battle orders, but instead we're stuck here watching these ladies make their way slowly but surely. And the fact that our opponent hasn't finished yet means maybe we got a chance. You're saying there's a chance. Come on, Brick. Just pump those cluster grenades. No, yeah, we're done. So, yes, Iron will get you through all of those miney bases. Cluster grenade will help you finish off some engine rooms quicker. And again, part of that is because of the fact that no one's got building health in this early start to the season. At least I don't think they do. If I missed something, please do let me know in the comments. Gross. Should have won that battle, but again, as soon as we get into that next chest, we're going to get into 4 engine rooms, and then things will be slightly better. And then that moment when you go to switch accounts and you're under attack, but at least that Supercell ID button is there. Wanted to highlight that. Supercell, well done listening to the community and implementing that. And into the tech tree that will be best for people who are not the base rushers, who don't have that crazy quick twitch reflex as far as the attacks go. This one is going to be better off for you on many fronts. This is the full defensive meta where we've got Grenadiers maxed because they do great things. You won't lose as many troops. We've got Brick. I probably could max my Zookas as some extra cannon fodder, but we'll leave them as they are now. Green mines, flamethrowers, both defensive, building damages intentionally this time. Ugh, that just hurts. Doom Cannon, both of the choice nodes. We've got the Doom Cannon with the Sky Shield, and then into Boom Cannons. We are using Dick's base. I feel like, where are you? Local Canada. Right about there. I'm not sure if that's a play on the band that's like exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. But regardless, thank you for the base. Saved me some time. I noticed I got some level 1 Zookas. All they do is stand in front of mortars and get shot in the face, or stand in front of boom cannons and get shot in the face. We don't have flares. We don't need flares. We don't have riflemen. Just now we can get into that 4 engine room level. It's going to take us a lot longer, obviously, but at least we've got all the defensive building damage and the troop health. Did I talk about the troop health? I think I showed you the troop health and talked about GBE. Anyways, we should be able to just walk through this. We're going to make sure Brick has battle orders loaded. Yes, she does. And then just making sure that we can get through this. So we're going to send you ladies over there, 2 of you there. And again, same thing, just cannon fodder. That is the only purpose for those Zookas. I don't know if it's faster or even useful, but definitely useful once they get towards that sniper tower and that flamethrower. Just making me feel like I probably should be upgrading those Zookas, but just trying to save a couple tokens in the meantime. See, those Zookas are actually keeping Brick alive as well. Brick can take a boom cannon shot to the face, as you're about to see right there, but can't take 2. So that's where those Zookas standing out front should do us some good work. Getting a couple extra shots from boom cannons, keeping a couple extra Grenadiers alive. These right-hand guys doing great work, and many people are fizzling. That was right on time. Thank you, opponent. Anyways, these guys just standing in and chucking. Definitely not as much fun from an attacking standpoint, but anytime you can watch your opponent fizzle, it is a good time. And there is far less stress with this approach because you don't have to be quick. You just need to be complete. You just gotta finish, and as you can see here, we are obviously gonna finish. Lots of people are going to be forced quitting. We're just gonna throw all of our smoke onto that sky shield. None of them are gonna land because of the sky shield, and we are gonna pick up the win and get back into 14. So my account that was rushing to 4 engine rooms went from 14 to 13, and my account that went all defense went from 13 to 14. So kind of like that movie with Eddie Murphy in it. What's that? Changing Places or whatever the heck it's called. This one looks very easy. Like, this looks beyond easy. We're just gonna get those Zookas out front, and if you think I'm crazy putting those Zookas out front, please do let me know, because I have seen a total of 0 other people's attacks. This is just me straight up making things up as we go along, and it just feels like those Zookas are gonna get a couple shots towards their way, gonna save Brick for a couple seconds from that Doom Cannon, gonna allow us to get a couple of those beautiful battle orders out. We're gonna click that button as fast as we possibly can, knowing that Brick's gonna die, and then all of our Zookas just walking in and helping us take down that final engine room in a quick fashion. 318 is decent. You see people with artillery getting like 330s and stuff, and that is where that sky shield's gonna come in super handy. This person is going to fizzle. They're using warriors? I guess they're using warriors kind of like how I was using Zookas, just to try to keep those grenadiers alive, and they're gonna fizzle. It's almost certain. They were using their artillery to try and get that engine room down. They did get it down, but that sky shield saving the day. So I initially, on my other account, as you saw, went and got the Doom Cannon first. You might want to get the Sky Shield first, just because it stops those artillery players and gives you a leg up on them. Longer term, if you look into about where are you at Mr. Orion, crushing it in the 4 engine room level. You see, he went for the Doom Cannon. At the 4 engine room level, Doom Cannon better. At the 3, maybe you want to get the Sky Shield. I am trying to hold off on spending diamonds this season. I know there's going to be a lot of them, simply because of those new choice nodes making things frustrating. Now, this is where I'm going to let my opponent rush in, because lots of players fizzling. I could, in theory, fizzle if I split my troops too much, sending some off to that right-hand side. Things look a little bit dicey on this one, so I'm going to hold for a second. Let's see just where they end up. I hate these level 1 Zookas. I feel like they are doing me a disservice, so, but I'm going to do something a little bit tricky here. We're going to send our Zookas up into there. With a smoke, of course, and then we're gonna send our grenadiers down here, getting our Grens down and in, and trying to get those Zookas inside the blind spot of that mortar and that machine gun, trying to be tricky and not pulling it off terribly well. Did save a couple Zookas from that boom cannon, or sorry, save a couple Grens from that boom cannon, but trying to get a little bit too tricky, I think. And so we are probably almost certainly going to lose. Our opponent had a decent attack by the looks of things, but there's still time to pull this off. So do keep those things in the back of your mind. The ability to send your Zookas or your riflemen into the blind spots of machine guns and mortars will pay off at some point in the season. Don't think it's going to be this time, though. And look how much health our grenadiers have. That laser is hitting us decently, but not doing anything compared to what a Doom Cannon would be doing. So don't feel like laser is the answer, but there's only one way to find out, I suppose. We'll see just how healthy our Grenadiers end up after that laser has hit us like 12 times. So that definitely does help the argument as far as which prototype is the one to go with. I don't think it's a laser, but again, we don't know if that person had 80% building damage or not, because we didn't do any good at scouting. Brick is dead. We have no flares. This part of the season, like, I wish they would just give us flares every single season. It doesn't quite feel like Boom Beach to me without flares. That being said, we lasted a long time without flares last season. One other note, when you're using Brick with flares, just a reminder, I saw at least one person complaining that Brick wasn't following the flare. If you're going to use an ability using Heavy Rush, for example, which will likely be there tomorrow, you need to make sure that your flare lands before you hit Brick's ability. That is crucial, crucial, crucial. Otherwise, Brick will stay behind and make you angry, and you'll end up having to watch your attack last for a day and a half, like right now. So we are going to get all these engine rooms. I am not going to subject you to that. Those back two Grenadiers likely going to just be the guys standing in. Let's just pause. See, we've got two dudes just standing in, chucking. Speaking of chucking, daughter made the #1 fastball team, so super stoked on that. I don't fastball, fast pitch. I always get the name wrong. Anyways, these dudes clearly would not have made the team. They couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. I said we were going to get all the engine rooms. It looks like we're not actually going to be able to pull that off. There is still a chance, but the fact that we can't flare any closer to that engine room. Also, I wish smoke and or flare did like 1 damage per, because throwing out, like, the flare seems like if you were hit by a flare, that would hurt. And let's be honest, this smoke bomb is a bomb. Oh, look at this. Maybe our smoke did. Come on. A little bit of drama for us. 5, 4, 3, 2. I take it back. They hit the broadside of the barn. I would love to know where that euphemism came from as well. Nonetheless, we are that much closer to nothing. There's nothing coming. We've got all the things that we were after. I don't think there's any point going back for those riflemen or those flares, but flares definitely would be nice. It definitely feels like I need to spend some tokens on those Zookas, but we'll wait and find out. I think we're gonna, you know what? I told you. Remember when I told you? Yes, we're going to do this right here, right now. We're sending all of these guys over here with Brick. We're sending you up to there. This is going to be exactly what I was talking about. Sneaking those Zookas in. Just absolutely and completely using all of our abilities to the maximum. Look at this. All of those Zookas sneaking into the blind spot of that mortar. That is going to help us not have to use any troops on that right-hand side. And now Brick and Battle Orders getting a couple Zookas out front so that they can take all of the shots from that gosh darn boom cannon. And now Brick is dead. Like, let's be honest, Brick is completely and utterly dead. I would have been better off if I would have been able to get that final Battle Orders off, but Battle Orders just looks like it lasts a long time. Once Brick is dead, it is gone. We are going to get all of those engine rooms down. Come on, how satisfying was that bottom engine room, though? So good. Do keep that in mind. That definitely picked up the win for us in a big, big way. We are going to push on to 15. I kind of doubt we can make it into gold at the 3 engine room level at the moment, but there's no harm in trying. That Zooka node, also that GBE node, we're not using much GBE, but just having that extra Battle Orders for Brick feels like it's going to be useful. That those Zookas having a little bit extra health also feels useful. That other account, I'm probably going to switch to this troop damage. Anyways, hopefully this gave you enough to chew on as far as ideas for Warships Season 55. Both, I'm not sure about this Artillery Warrior. Warriors feel like a waste of keys. Artillery feels like it's going to be useless early season, like middle early season. We'll have to wait and find out though. Thank you for coming in, bearing with me as I got absolutely crushed. Speaking of crushing, did a decent job on the Mega Crab. Ended up on stage 123. That's using 3 times mode the entire time. Let me know where you ended up on the Mega Crab. Super duper stoked that our Lasertrons are here. They are amazing. I'll talk to you soon though. Thank you for coming in. I'm Zedmont. Peace.